Biden humiliated as poll shows most U.S. voters don't want him to run in 2024. According to the poll, most Americans felt that they were worse off than they were 2 years ago. Only 33% of Americans would vote for Joe Biden if the 2024 presidential election was held now, according to a Fox News poll published on Sunday. The survey took place from October 9 to 12 ahead of November's midterm elections, which will decide who controls Congress for the second half of Mr. Biden's term. It revealed that 54% of the 1,206 voters responding to the poll said they wanted somebody other than Mr. Biden to run for president. However, within the context of the midterms elections, the news was more positive, with 44% of voters favoring the Democrats and 41% favoring the Republicans. According to the survey, the Republicans have a 1-point advantage among people who feel certain to vote. Mr. Biden is still popular with Democrats, however, with 71% backing him in a hypothetical presidential vote. As expected, Republicans are almost unanimous in their rejection of the U.S. president, with only 4% saying they would vote for him, with 91% preferring a different candidate. The veteran Irish-American lawmaker also performs poorly amongst independent voters, with only 13% vowing to re-elect him. Only 15% of voters said they were better off than 2 years ago, with 51% saying they were worse off and 33% responding that their situation was much the same. According to voters, Mr. Biden was lacking in a number of key presidential characteristics. Only 35% said the former vice president was a strong leader, compared to 62% who said he wasn't. The poll revealed 40% said that the former Delaware senator has mental soundness to serve, with 56% believing otherwise, possibly a reflection of his numerous public gaffes. Meanwhile, 44% of voters thought Mr. Biden was honest and trustworthy, with 52% disagreeing. Former President Donald Trump's lowest re-elect figure was 35% in January 2018, while Barack Obama's nadir was 39% in September 2010. Democratic pollster Chris Anderson, who conducted the poll with Republican Darren Shaw, said the results showed that some Democrats were less than enthusiastic about the president but would rally behind him in a presidential election. He said, "This is a rough measure that shows some Democrats hope for a better candidate and Republicans are firmly decided against Biden. But it clearly understates Biden's likely support in an election environment against an actual Republican candidate, because we know most Democrats will consolidate behind their nominee, whoever that is." Mr. Shaw argued that the poll showed that Mr. Biden was perceived as weak by many voters. He said, "Political science research indicates that when a president is perceived as being a strong leader, they are likely to have positive ratings overall. In Biden's case, it's hard to overcome the fact that almost 2/3 think he's weak."